Ever looked at a friend's marriage and thought, how did he end up with her? The truth is, choosing the wrong partner is easier than you might think. It can happen to anyone, even you. In this video, we're diving into why men often find themselves with the wrong wife and the red flags you need to spot before it's too late. Because let's be honest, the wrong marriage can make life a whole lot harder than it needs to be. So what should you really be looking out for when dating? Let's get into it. The pressure of society and expectations. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, society's expectations. How many times have you heard you're not getting any younger, or all your friends are married? What are you waiting for? It's like there's this invisible clock ticking, pressuring you to settle down before you're ready. Society tells us that by a certain age, we should have it all figured out. A stable job, a nice house, and of course the perfect wife. But here's the problem. Rushing into a relationship to meet these expectations often leads to choosing someone based on external pressures, not true compatibility. So before you say "I do" because it's time, ask yourself, are you choosing her for the right reasons? Or just because you think you should? Do you know what you truly want in a partner? Red flags. To watch out for now, let's get into the real meat of the issue. Those red flags that are often ignored, but can spell disaster down the road. Trust me, if you see these signs, it's time to think twice. Red flag. Number 1. Inconsistent behavior. Does she treat you like royalty one day, then give you the cold shoulder the next? That's a sign of deeper emotional issues that could cause instability in the relationship. This inconsistency isn't just confusing, it's a warning sign. You want someone you can rely on, not someone who keeps you guessing. Ask yourself, is she consistent in how she treats you and others? Or are you constantly on an emotional roller coaster? Red flag. Number 2. Lack of respect for boundaries. Does she seem to invade your personal space, whether it's your time, your privacy, or your relationships? A healthy relationship respects boundaries. No one wants to feel suffocated or controlled. If she's always pushing your limits, it's a sign she might not respect you as an individual. Ask yourself, does she respect your space? Or is she crossing lines that make you uncomfortable? Red flag. Number 3. Poor communication skills. Communication is the backbone of any successful relationship. But if every conversation turns into an argument, or she avoids serious discussions altogether, that's a major red flag. Good communication means being able to talk through issues calmly and constructively. If you're constantly fighting or she's shutting down when things get tough, it's a sign that the relationship may struggle in the long run. Ask yourself, can we talk openly, or are we just going through the motions? Red flag. Number 4. Values and lifestyle differences. Love isn't always enough if you're on completely different pages in life. Do you have similar goals, beliefs, and priorities? Or are you constantly clashing over the big stuff? It's not just about liking the same movies or music. It's about whether you can build a future together. Ask yourself, are we aligned on the things that truly matter? Or are we just hoping it will work out somehow? These red flags might seem minor at first, but they're often the cracks that can lead to a broken foundation in the long run. Have you noticed any of these signs in your relationship? And more importantly, what are you willing to do about it? The consequences of ignoring red flags. So what happens if you ignore these red flags? You might think, it's just a phase, or we'll work through it. But the truth is, ignoring these signs can lead to a lifetime of regret. Over time, those little issues start to compound, turning what should be a partnership into a battleground. The emotional toll can be devastating, not just for you, but for any children involved, and even your extended families. And let's be real, divorce rates are high for a reason. Many people ignore the signs early on, thinking things will magically get better after the wedding, but if these issues exist now, they'll likely grow worse over time. So, ask yourself, are you willing to live with these red flags for the rest of your life? Marriage is one of the biggest decisions you'll ever make. It's supposed to be a partnership built on love, trust, and mutual respect, not something entered into out of pressure or because you ignored glaring issues. The key is to recognize these red flags early, so you don't find yourself stuck in a situation that makes you unhappy. Remember, it's better to be single than to be with the wrong person. Take the time to understand what you want and don't settle for less. After all, you deserve a relationship that enhances your life, not one that drains it. I hope this video helped you think more critically about your relationships and what you truly want in a partner. If you found this content valuable, make sure to give it a thumbs up and share it with someone who might need to hear this. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you never miss out on more advice that can help you navigate the complexities of love and relationships. Join our community where we dive deep into the truths about relationships, dating, and finding true happiness. So, what are your thoughts on the red flags we discussed today? Have you ever been in a situation where you saw the signs but chose to ignore them? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you.